All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Machakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who were well. And salutation and much love to Yakim out there pushing out his word in truth and sincerity. This is the brother Ash coming back with another lesson, Lord, as well as edifying to the hopeful elect. And just going to go flowing in the spirit here. Going into the reward that we have. It's not even to be compared. It doesn't even come close to what the Lord has stored up for us. But let's go ahead and jump into 2 Corinthians 4 and 17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment. Right, because all this is just for a moment. The suffering, the captivities we've gone through, all that is compared to what our reward is short. Compared to everlasting, eternal life. This is nothing. It says, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. So we're fighting for the riches in heavens. All right, so that we can stand, all right, on the day of the Lord, the day of judgment, and be crowned, okay? And stand boldly and stiffly, all right, because we understand that there's a reward and we have to suffer for it. Like the scriptures say in Acts 14, through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So we have to keep these things in mind as the persecution comes and the time of Jacob's trouble is full-fledged blown, on the streets of America. You have to understand that the suffering is just part of it. But knowing that at the end it will pay off. So let's go to Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 5. It says, "In having been a little chastened, they shall be greatly rewarded." All right. So, we going through hell. We get ridiculed and scoffed at and hated for righteousness' sake. But this is just the chastisement. All right. The hell we go through, our people will come up against us, your own family, your wife, your children. This is just part of the condition of the battle. All right, because if they, like the Lord said, if they hate you, know that they hated me first. It says, "And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For the Most High proved them and found them worthy for Himself." So when this hour of temptation comes, and we endure through it and hold fast to the wisdom and knowledge of understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushai and hold on to our faith, then there's a great reward because you prove yourself worthy. Verse 6, "As gold in the furnace has he tried them and received them as burnt offerings." So the ones, the elect, okay, the ones that Yahweh by Shem Yahushai is ordaining, has ordained and is building up as we speak, building up their faith and their confidence in Him. They're going to be received unto Him as a burnt offering and purified, going through the furnace of adversity. But if you don't want to suffer, then you can't be purified. You're going to have to suffer the hard way in the time of Jacob's trouble. And be ultimately, you're going to be melted. Via thermonuclear missiles, like the scriptures say, they shall know it through death by pain. So you can either get on board now and be purified now, or have to suffer the hard way and be purified by thermonuclear fire. Let's go to Hebrews 11 and 6. It says, "But without faith it is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him." So you have to keep that in mind, man. All right. Because remember, like we just read in Wisdom of Solomon, it's going to be a great reward. Well, you have to believe that, and you have to have the faith to even put in the effort to please the Most High. All right, to go through the sufferings so that you may be found worthy. If you don't have faith, you're not even going to consider that. You're not going to be willing to suffer for righteousness' sake so that you can come out on the other side and be found worthy. A lot of people won't even stand for anything, let alone stand for something they don't see. And that's where faith is so important. because this is something you have to have faith in or believe in that you haven't seen. All right, like that's why Yahweh said, "Blessed are ye that believe and have not seen," and to those the Lord has a great reward. But you have to fight for them. You have to diligently seek Him. It's not just going to be handed to you. You know, the Lord's not just going to give you a crown of life if you're not fighting for it. All right, that's why you're not supposed to let no man take that crown, because you're the only one that can give it up. Which ultimately, those that are not going to give it up already have been already ordained, of course. But you have to fight for that. And if you do fight for that, like it says here, Hebrews 6:10, for the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward His name. All right, so you have to show love to the name of the Lord, and to His ministry, to His flock. If you, like the Lord said, if you love me, feed my sheep. It says, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister, and we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end. So we have to be like-minded. All right, not being tyrants or bearing over the flock. All right, but laboring on together, being like-minded with one another. Okay, showing the same diligence as one another. Okay, because we're one body. The body has to move together to be at the pace that it needs to be at. You know, the left leg can go faster than the right leg. The body don't work like that. You know, so for the legs to be in unison, and it'll get you the fastest speed, right? Running smoothly. The legs got to work together. You know, one leg can't take it. You know, do all the work. Every man's given his measure, but every man has to seek his own salvation as well. So don't let that become your downfall and your excuse why you don't want to put in the work. 1 Timothy 5:18. It says, for the scripture saith, thou shalt not muzzle the ox that treadeth out the corn, and the labor is worthy of his hire. There you go, man. So really, going into, we're supposed to, really the flock is supposed to, the ministry, the church is supposed to be taking care of the elders, But here it is that we're all laborers. We're all in the same vineyard. That's the point I bring that out, because like I brought it out earlier, the Most High is not unrighteous to get that labors and labors of love, that works and labors of love. Well, just like like the scriptures say, the labor is worthy of his reward. Okay, so the Lord, you're not doing this for nothing, unless you're destined to fall out. Then that's a personal problem. But the ones that are truly in this thing, sincerely seeking after Yahweh Bashem Yahushai diligently, okay, we're doing this because we want that reward. All right, we know that there's a reward at the end of this. But part of it, to receiving that reward, a prerequisite is suffering. Okay, that's just what it is. So we'll go to Romans 8, just verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. And if children, then heirs, heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with the Mashiach. If so be that we suffer with him, that we may also glorify together, that we may be also glorified together. All right, so there you go, man. We have to suffer to be glorified with Yahushai, as he suffered for us. Okay, our reasonable service. This is our reasonable service, to make ourselves a living sacrifice, doing this, feeding the sheep, doing the work of the Lord, prophesying, watching, okay, rebuking, okay, exhorting. These are all things that we must do. Suffering is one of them. Okay, verse 18, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. So these things that, don't even sweat it. None of this is worth even sweating. Yes, it might be tough at times, and, all kind of hell you catch, but hey, it's all worth it at the end of the day. Okay. Like we read at the beginning, there's a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. All we have to do is hold on and endure the suffering. And like Matthew or Mark 13:13, he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. But what does it say before that? You shall be hated of all men, okay, for my name's sake. Let me get it. Mark 13:13, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. That's part of suffering, being hated by everyone. All right. You didn't think the Lord was suffering, seeing his own folks come up against him? Matthew 5:12, rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. So this is just part of it. All right. But just know that there's a reward for the prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the servants that are truly, all right, standing stiffly and boldly and not sugarcoating none of the truth. Okay. So with that, Lord's willing, this was edifying. I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone who rule well. And salutation and much love to you. Akim out there pushing out his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.